Hey everybody, Dr. Elner here, and amazingly, it is coming up on our last week of class. And I know you guys are very excited to get summer started and get a reset on the year, and I am very excited to do that as well. I wanted to share some things with you. I thought instead of writing out a message this week, I would send out a video message, and this is for both classes, the online and the face-to-face class. So you might have to kind of just try and take the pieces of which is more appropriate to you. But this week I thought I'm going to demonstrate you how to make a video. I'm going to take this all the way from the start to the finish and making a video and then putting a video into YouTube and then putting it onto GoReact. So I'm using Zoom right now, and that's for me, that is what has been the easiest for me to use. There's some out there, and I definitely want to try some new ones, and I will. But this year with all the craziness, I've kind of stuck with Zoom. It's free for me. It's free for you for K-State stuff, and so I'm using that. But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about this week coming up and the next week and what you have left. So this is Friday. Most of you have turned in your tech hardware projects. There are still a handful out there. Make sure you get them in. We're coming down to crunch time. Those were due last night. If you haven't got them in, get them in as soon as possible. There is no discussion or anything like that with them, so don't worry about doing that this weekend. You're kind of done with that. This coming week, we'll talk in class Monday, and I'll put out the video from the whole class on Monday. We'll kind of recap the class, bring it all together, talk a little bit more about our videos and our reflections and what's coming up and what's due and when everything is. We'll do that in class Monday. But just so you know, you have next Thursday, you have your video due. And then after that, on May 11th, is your final reflection, which is already posted in your in the Canvas page. And the idea of that is, I just want to know how class went for you. You don't have to answer the class. I don't want you necessarily to answer it, and it says in the assignment, I don't want you just to take each question and answer it necessarily. I mean, if you want to, that's okay, I guess. But what I'd like you to do is just kind of write an essay reflecting on this class and what you got out of it, how you think it went for you, and things like that. And I really do take time to read those, and it helps me. One, it tells me if what I'm doing. We talk a lot about assessment and education. So for me, it lets me look at this whole class and understand, are my students understanding what I'm trying to get across? And if I'm reading them, I'm like, boy, they're saying something that I'm not even trying to get to, or they're looking at it and they're not understanding what I want to, and they're not getting anything out of it, then I know it's not working. Or if a lot of you come in and say, no, we're kind of on the same page, then I know it's working and we can keep it that way. And I can just do little things to improve it. So let's do a quick little look through the modules and make sure our class, and again, this is a way that you can make a video. And so real easily, what I do on this is with my Zoom, I'm going to hit share screen. And for me, when I'm looking at it, it kind of tells me what desktop I want to look at and everything. So I'm coming in here. This is, actually, I think I've got the wrong desktop. Let me stop that share. I want to make sure I get the right one. Share screen, and let's go. This is desktop 2 that I'm on. So now you should be looking at my screen here to look at make sure though, one more time though. So you have to make sure these kind of things. For some reason it's not hitting me quite the way I want it. So I'm going to hit my share screen one more time. I'm going to share my desktop too, and now you should be seeing my the Canvas page, my home Canvas page, which with all my classes. So let's pop in here to our Canvas page with this class and go to modules and take a look at what we got here. So let's go all the way down to week 15. So this was week 14 was last week. Week 15, and as you can see here, your education tool is due. So we're going to go through this here in a second on how to get this working and how to make your video into a YouTube video. But if you have any questions on this, here's one thing I really want you to think about. If you have questions, do not email me Thursday night expecting to get a great answer. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to have time. If you need to look at this ASAP, and if you have a question, I'm willing to work with you. But if you're sending me, I get lots of messages on Thursday nights of students having questions, and the reality is that these assignments have been open for a while, so we shouldn't be waiting until the last second. And I would highly encourage you not to wait, because I just know there's going to be technology issues with some people. and not getting things uploaded. Okay, so we're going to do things through Go React there. So let's go through this while we're here. So how does this happen? Well, let me show you. So what I would do is I want you to make videos into YouTube videos. After you make your video with whatever tool you're going to have a file. So then on your YouTube account, and who knows what pops up here based on what my students look is, or my kids are looking at, I'm going to go in and and if you don't have a YouTube account, it's free. Create it, make a YouTube account, and I'm going to come up here to where it says create, and I'm going to click upload video. When I come into here, it's going to give me the option to drag or drop a video or select a file. I'm going to go into select files. I have this set up to be into movies right here, and I just made one, a Go React. Where did that go? I'm going to list it here so it's just a little easier for me to look at the way I had it. I come down here and look at my videos. I got to look all the way down. There's so many files and they're so unorganized. Go back, I have to find the files. Find the presentations, movies, Go React. Okay, well, let's just say this. I'm going to use this one right here. It's from last year. It's a video I have, and I can open it, and it's going to drop it in here. Now you can see this video is in here, and I can rename it, and I can just say Mark Elner Practice, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to really do a description for this because we're not going to, you don't really care if people watch this other than getting into Go React. You can see over there we have a video. It's processing it, okay? So it might take a little while, depending on how long the video is. Yours won't take very long, just because they'll be shorter videos. This might be longer. So all you want to do is come down here. Let's say, for example, I'm going to put this, I have a playlist, so I'm going to put this into my playlist, but you don't have to. You can just leave it. Then say, yes, it's made for kids. That just allows it so you don't have any privacy issues or you don't have any adult content, okay? Then we're going to go to next. Okay. Whoops. Not going to add subtitles or anything like that. It's coming up. Oh, taking a few seconds to do this. Copyright. Don't have anything going on with copyright issues because we're not doing anything. Now here's the big one. Here's where we need to know. I want you to make this for unlisted. Now you can do public if you want anyone to watch it. You just don't have to. So private is only somebody that you have shared or you're emailing me. Let's not do that because this is going to mess it up. So what I want you to do is say unlisted. So that means if I have the link, I can watch it. You're not going to share the link out in public, but if somebody does have the link, they can watch it. If you want, you can go ahead and share it with public, and that means anybody who searches and somehow your name fits in that or your title fits in it, they can see it. So I'm going to say it's unlisted. So I'm not going to list it out there. And here you see the video is kind of set. Okay. I don't need to schedule this. Okay. It's private. It's unlisted. I'm going to hit save. Now I have the link right here. So I'm going to take this link. I'm going to copy it right here. I can hit close, copy video link. I'm going to copy it. Now I can close this. Now I can do a couple things. One, if I want to, I have that link copied. I go back to my, reload this a second. I'm going back to my assignment here, and I'm going to click on the new tab because that's where we're going to enter it into Go React. And when I get in here, you can see there's a few people already have one in here. And I'm going to hit Start Assignment. In title, it just might be Mark Elner Video. Presenters, I'm going to have to pick myself. So go find your name in here, Mark Elner, and I'm going to hit Continue. Now, if I wanted to upload it from a file, I would click here. If I want to connect it with Zoom, I would click here. But what we're going to do is we are going to do a YouTube video. And all I have to do is copy. This is an old one. and paste. That's the video I just have in there. Again, I can title it whatever I want, and I'm going to select it. And there it is, voila. And now when I come in, I'm going to click on it, and I'll be able to watch the video. So that is how we do it, and it's already there. Now, if you're still struggling with this after watching this and you're still confused about what I'm doing, I'm going to show you a great tutorial that will help you do this. If we go back into our videos, I have a video here. Where did I put that? Oh, right here. Adding, I put this at the bottom of week 13. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slide this down. I'll do this for both classes. I'm going to slide it down here. And it's for a Loom screencast, but it basically works the same way. It's just a file. How to add captions, closed captions for your screencast. And basically it's just showing you how to make a YouTube video. The great part about making a YouTube video is when you do it, it's going to automatically caption it for you. So you'll have closed captions, and then we'll be able to see that. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can go to there. There's lots of videos and tutorials on how to make a video if you have any questions on that. Okay. So let's go quickly to stop share so you can see my pretty face again. And let's talk again for a few seconds about this. The video is not meant for you to teach a lesson live. This is not a live lesson. It's very similar to what I'm doing now. It's you talking to your students that can be watching this at any time. They're not going to, so you're not going to say, oh, how are you doing? And that kind of stuff. It's just, it's not a back and forth. Now you can say, hey, today we'll be doing I'm teaching a lesson. And what I'd like you to do is pause the video and go do this. And then you just go and then say, okay, now we're moving on to the next thing. So you could do that. You're not trying to teach an entire 45-hour, 60-minute lesson. This is a snippet, something that students will listen to. They can do it in 5 to 10 minutes. So it might just be one simple concept that you're teaching. It might be how to take your pulse. If you're doing physical education, how to take your heart rate and do a quick lesson on that. It could be doing coins and just focus on a little part. We don't have to teach the whole money system. So I'll let you figure that out. Okay. So I've answered a few questions on that through email. If you have more, let me know. Now, let's go back. I'm going to take you back to our class here. And I want to look again. If you look here in week 16, you can see that is next week I have this for is your final reflection paper. So let's just take a quick look at it. It is due the 11th. So I have a rubric down here you can take a look at. I'm not going to go over it very long. I'm not going to go over all these questions. You can read it. I want this to be, and if you look at the rubric, it's 800 words. That's what it has to be. If it's less than 800 words, you're going to lose points on it. So let's make it 800 words. Make it easy for you. All right? So in conclusion, I know this is probably I'm pushing my edges of how long I want it to be. I want to thank everybody for all the work you've done this semester. I know it's been a crazy year. I hope you've gotten something out of this class. I hope I've been able to help you in that way. I hope I've been able to be the teacher that you needed at this time and somebody that would work with you and be flexible and have some grace. So I'm also just going to let you know that I'm going to be putting out T-Vals next week, and I really need you to do those. I'm going to beg you, and I'll probably put another message out and another video out next week asking you to do the T-Vals. They're so important for me to learn what you have to think. I need them for my job. They want them, and it's great with this class. I have 130 students, and if I could get 130 T-Vals in, that's just the more data, the better, right? It's not. I'd rather have a lot of data, and then I can kind of see what's going on there. So, anyways. I hope you all have a terrific weekend or week coming up. We're getting down to the end, and keep up the good work, keep pressing, and let me know if you have any questions. And again, if you have questions with this video, please, please, please don't wait till the last minute. It's too much work. It's not hard work, but there's things that have to be done, and it just takes too much time. And if you try to get this done Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and I don't answer you to 10 o'clock at night because I'm doing something. I have baseball practice on Thursday nights. It's just too much. You're not going to have time. So, anyways, you all have a great day. Thanks a lot for everything, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.